What is going on, y'all? It is your favorite entrepreneur knowledge, 7-figure entrepreneur, been in the notary space for almost 10 years, probably about 9 right now. Right now, I'm just chilling at beautiful Brickell in Miami. House is right down there looking at my building right now. And I just decided to come out here, chill, talk to you guys, and let you know that, ooh, that was a fish behind me. A fish just swam by. But anyways, just to let you know that the signing service industry is way bigger than you think. So when a lot of people think about the notary industry or the mobile notary industry, they think that like it's only like $5, $10, maybe 20, depending on whatever state you're in. And they don't really look the other way, because one of the most hidden, one of the most secretive, one of the most quietest, different ways out there to make money in the notary industry is being a signing service or being a signing agency. When you do this, you're not having to go out there and do all the notarizations yourself. So you can do it, you can make a full-time income doing it. Tons of people talk about it, but instead of being in an industry that's just so like saturated with people, why not find a way to leverage all those people that are in the same industry and make money from that without having to put up your time? You see what I'm saying? And that's something that I realized a couple of years ago. And I realized like the signing service industry is way bigger than you think. So when you go on TikTok, when you go on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you see tons of notaries out there talking about the notary industry and trying to tell you like, hey, become a notary, buy my $10 program to teach you to become a notary. The reason they're doing that is because they're not making substantial enough income from the notary, so they have to sell other additional stuff so that they're able to continue being a full-time entrepreneur. That's why they have to sell these little services over and over, and that's why they're pushing it so hard and telling you to become a notary, because the barrier to becoming a notary is so low, and they know they can teach you that so you can jump into the industry. But the problem is there's so many people that's already in the industry. There's so many people that's in it. So when you become a signing service, you're just leveraging all those individuals that are in the business and all the clients that you know how to get. You're bridging the gap, you're being the middleman, and you're making money from it. That way you can get the time freedom you want, the financial freedom that you want, and the location freedom that you want. It's Friday right now, people are at work. The entrepreneurs are probably walking I'm watching people walk their dogs in the middle of the day, and I guarantee you they probably have a business or they work from home. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Like I'm thankful to have found this industry, to be in Brickell, to be around other entrepreneurs, but I wouldn't have found it if I didn't focus on what everybody else wasn't focused on. You know what I mean? So if everybody's focused on being a notary, maybe you should focus on how can I sell the shovels? Rather than digging for gold like everybody else, why don't I just open up a shovel shop and sell shovels? And all you're doing when you're being a signing service, or you're being a notary agency, whatever term you want to use from it, it's all the same thing, is you're just selling the shovels. And I implore you all to look at selling the shovels because it's bigger than you think. So what ends up happening, and what you will learn, is because there's so many notaries in the industry, everybody's looking for ways to be on a priority list. Everybody's looking for ways to make money as a notary. So if you find a way to bridge that gap, you can make money off of the spread. So simple math, just doing it for you like this. You need to learn how to market for yourself. You need to learn how to be good at doing that and other things, so that way you can charge your clients $100 for simple math. You can find one of the billions of notaries out there and just charge them and give them what, $50, $60, and then you keep that spread. The thing is, once you understand how to get the clients and you have all these notaries that are out there, it's easy to team up with notaries. It's easy to have a database full of notaries to reach out with, because there's so many of them and everybody's teaching the same exact thing. So if that's the case, why not just leverage that, keep the money in the middle, and enjoy your life, rather than trying to be one of the thousands of notaries that are all fighting to get like a $20 to $50 job, or all fighting to get a $100 job. I was doing that. Don't get me wrong, I was one of the better ones, so I was able to do it and make a living from that. But once I found out that I don't have to drive to each one of these locations, after I found I don't have to drive to the locations, why the hell would I do anything else? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can sit out here by the water, boats passing me by. I changed my whole scenery of where I live. I'm waking up to beautiful views. I had the time freedom I want, I had the location freedom what I want. I'm about to start traveling around. And that wouldn't be possible 100% without the notary industry and just me focusing on that. So I'm telling people to try that out instead. I'm just saying, just look in the other direction. If everybody's digging for gold, maybe there's not that much gold there. Or maybe you should worry about selling the shovels rather than digging for gold. And that's all I did. Nothing fancy. It's not the most like flashy industry in the world. You know what I mean? It's not like the Airbnbs, it's not like the Toros, it's not like the Amazon, it's not drop shipping, it's not e-com, it's not OnlyFans management. It's not one of those flashy things, but it works. And anytime I talk about the mobile notary industry or like the notary industry as well, one of the things that come to my mind, one of the biggest things that always come to my mind is taxes. What I try to explain to people is it's not flashy, but it's kind of like taxes. With taxes, you need to have your taxes done. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like starting like a clothing brand and things like that, people don't need clothes. You know what I'm saying? So like in times of like a recession or when things are hard in the world, people aren't just gonna always buy clothes or buy things that they don't need. But when you need to get your taxes done, you find a preparer. When you need to get a notarization done, you find a notary. Like these are things that you need. It's a need-based business, So when I got into this industry, I understood very, very quickly that let me just focus on doing a need-based service, because no matter what, people are going to need me to do their service. When you need a notary, you find a notary. So if that's the case, once you are a notary, people find you to do the jobs for them, rather than trying to convince people to buy something from you. For example, with clothing, when it comes to like a clothing brand, because it's the easiest one that comes off of the top of my mind, is you find people that want to buy your clothes, or you tell people like, hey, buy my clothes, or you try to make a clothes that are like attractive enough for people to want to buy. But when you have a business or a service that people need, they come to you. You just have to put yourself in between them so that they choose your service rather than choosing somebody else's. But it's something that they need, so they come to you. So with the signing industry, rather than focusing on how do I go out here and how do I solicit business from all of these different agencies, or solicit business from these attorney offices or these estate planning offices or these nursing homes or from these signing agencies, you're learning and you're focusing on how can I just get more clients in the door. Once you can just focus on that, you don't need all of these other agencies. You don't need to beg people to be a priority notary. I couldn't tell you how many times I have emails from other notaries asking, hey, can I be a priority notary? Okay, can I be a priority notary? The problem with that is there's so many people asking and doing the same thing. You have hundreds of notaries taking these cheap $5 and $10 courses, and when they take these $5 and $10 courses, they're all teaching people the same exact thing. Reach out to these signing services, get signed on and get added onto the list. That stuff is easy and that stuff does work, but everybody's doing the same exact thing. So why do the same exact thing that everybody else is doing? If you do that, expect to get the same exact results that everybody else is getting. But not everybody else, honestly, very few people outside of myself. Maybe you'll start hearing people talk about it now, but people don't talk about opening up a signing service like that. It's very few. There's less than three. And I'm probably one of the people that talk about it exclusively, most consistently. There's nobody else talking about it because it's so niche. So if that's the case, why not jump into something that people aren't paying attention to now? Why not open up that shovel shop when everybody's out here digging for golds, going crazy trying to find gold? I'm gonna sell the shovels. I'm not doing what you guys are. I'm not doing that. I'm just focused on selling the shovels, and then I'm gonna go back to my life. And I always tell people, like, even if you don't want to be in the notary industry, if like it just doesn't excite you, who cares? Who cares? Leave your job, make the money that you need to. Once you make your money from this industry, you can use that money and leverage it and flip it somewhere else to do something that you want to do. So what I always tell people, what I tell all up and coming entrepreneurs is do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do. I had to sign notary documents. I had to notarize until I found out a way to start my own signing services. Now I can do what I want to do. Now I can start up other companies that I want. Now I can just be in Miami and Brickell chilling by the water, enjoying myself, enjoying the beautiful sun that's beating down on the side of my face right now, and just enjoy life. But all I'm saying is if you're a notary, or if you're somebody that's looking to do something outside of your job and you want to focus on something that's different, maybe it's not as flashy as everything else, but it works, and it's a service that people actually need, I would say look into the notary industry. More specifically, look into the signing agencies or look into the signing services, to where you're not having to use your own time to make money. You're leveraging other people's time, you're leveraging other people's skill, and you're leveraging your money in order to make consistent income doing a service that people actually need. So look into that, whether you're already in the notary industry, whether you are starting out in the notary industry, or whether you're just interested in the signing service. Click the link below. Sorry if it's a little loud and windy, I can't control the wind, but click the link below. I'll walk you through what I did to grow in the notary industry, to make millions in the notary industry, and I'll walk you through and show you how to actually get to the level that you want to be at, so that you can have that time freedom and that financial freedom that you want. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Look forward to talking to you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm about to enjoy this view and this beautiful water. Peace.